degree centigrade 3, it's problem 9-131. It wants me to solve for x. It wants me to solve for all values of x. So I have to put like that 2 pi n on the end of my answers. So we start this one out by, you can just divide both sides by 2. So you have this right here. And then you can inverse cosine both sides of the equation. And so when I inverse cosine the cosine, I just end up with 3x. And when I inverse cosine 1/2, that just means find the angle. This is a tiny unit circle. Find the angle where cosine's a half. So cosine is a half right here at pi over 3, which is 60 degrees. And it's also a half down here at 5 pi over 3, which is 300 degrees. So you can use a unit circle for that. So that's why I wrote pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3, 60 degrees and 300 degrees. And then if I divide both sides by 3 to get the x by itself, then I get pi over 9. And then I know that every time I go around the unit circle 2 pi times, I keep hitting that spot again and again. But since this is, since we're dividing by 3, it's 2 pi n over 3. And then this one's, see, we're dividing, because this is, I should have written it like this. But then when I divide both sides by 3, it becomes this. And it becomes this. So these are the two answers for letter A. And then for letter B, they have this. And this can be solved using factoring. So I'm looking for something that multiplies to make -2 and adds to make 1. So 2 times -1 works, and I put it in my area model. Right, and so hopefully you remember how to factor. I'm just doing it with cosines. You could use a U substitution if it bothers you to put the cosines in there. So you have to factor it. It gets factored, and then you're going to solve it using the zero product property. So cosine x plus 1 equals 0. So that means cosine x equals -1 from this piece right here. And then so I just go on my unit circle and I find out where is cosine equal to -1. So in other words, I inverse cosine both sides. Cosine is equal to -1 at pi. So, but I can go around ever so many times, keep going around, so I'll say pi plus 2 pi n. And then this piece, so this piece gave this factor. And then this factor, if I set it equal to 0, I'll get 2 cosine x minus 1 equals 0, which 2 cosine x equals, if I add 1 to both sides, equals 1. Divide both sides by 2, I have cosine x equals 1/2. Then I inverse cosine, or arc cosine, both sides. And I don't use a calculator, I have this unit circle right here. So then I just find out where is cosine equal to 1/2. Cosine is equal to 1/2 here at pi over 3, and it's also equal to 1/2 down at 5 pi over 3. So pi over 3 plus 2 pi n and 5 pi over 3 plus 2 pi n.